I am coming to you once more from this very important channel. I entreat and plead with each and every one of you who will be coming across this very important message that is coming from the source. This is the message that is coming directly from God. This is a message that is coming to free humanity. This is a message that is coming to awaken the sleeping ones. This is a message that we need for this very particular time. Today's message is, I will entreat each and everyone to subscribe once more. Subscribe and share this very important message. It is as important as the blood that is flowing in your bloodstreams. This is a message for the soul. This is the message. This is the food for your souls. You have been feeding on junk food for a very long time, so your souls has been depleted and they are not growing. When it comes to spirituality, you cannot practice spirituality when you don't understand who you really are, when you don't understand where you are coming from and where you are going. So this message is about actualization and self-realization. The message is the black man and the merchant and the missionaries who really need the Bible. The black man and the merchant and the missionaries who really need the Bible. Okay, let me take it from this angle. We have been following a particular doctrine which has been thrown at us for a very long time, and we have seemed to accept it as if it is the basic truth. But today, upon further studies and further deliberations, some of us have been touched by our forefathers, but has been touched by the source or God, but has been touched by Mother Nature to bring a message that will nourish the souls of all men. Yes, this is a message that is coming to liberate the imprisoned ones, the imprisoned souls. The Bible came with a group of merchants to come and liberate the black man in his pagan worship. No problem. What was the black man doing before they brought the Bible? The one who brought the Bible, what was his understanding about humanity that made him believe that we really need the message in the Bible? The one who brought the Bible, they have divided themselves into two groups. Somebody is doing the damage and somebody is doing the damage control. This was a tactical game played at us at a very high brain work. It was a tactical game. The same people, one person is doing buying and selling of slaves, and one person too is doing establishment of temples that will calm down the nerves of those who are being angered. So we have become confused. We don't know whether to go forward or to stand still. That is why I would like to define the reason why we really need to understand history. History is a guidepost of a race. History is an inspiration unto succeeding generation, either to move forward or to stand still, either to revenge or to be revenged. So when you are alive today and you are not interested to know where you are coming from and where you are going, and you are only ready to swallow whatever is being thrown at you, I'm here to tell you, wake up and redefine yourself, because something was thrown at you at a particular point in time which was not meant for you. You have been derailed. You have been derailed. You have been disengaged in the mind. You are no longer, your mind does not belong to you anymore. You have been suspended in the brain. You cannot think well. Why should you follow something that was thrown at you? As a result of that, your forefathers were bought cheaply. If those days you don't know, now you know that your forefathers were bought with gunpowders, with schnapps, with petty things. Okay, no problem. The one who was coming with the Bible has a quotation within it, Psalm 1. He said, do not sit in the group of the scornful, neither do you have to sit with gossipers, but rather meditate on the word of God, so that you will become like a tree that will be planted by the river, that you will bear fruit at its time, and your leaves will never wither. This was the message. Ride with the merchants. So the one who is bringing the message, and the one who is coming to do the destruction, and the one who is sitting down innocently, who really need the message? The word of God today. The black man have embraced by the hook, by the crook. We want to kill people for it. Who really need the message? The one who is being killed, maimed, raped, tortured, enslaved, and the one who is doing the torturing, who really need the message from God to have a change of heart. This is what I want my fellow black men to understand. The Bible is not for us. It was meant to suspend your critical thinking. It was meant to put you into bondage. Yes. It was meant to put you into total bondage, so that you will suspend your critical thinking, your mind. You will only be using 1% of your brain, expecting to go to heaven. How can God give you gold, diamond, bauxite, diamond, aluminium, zinc, coal, clinker, everything with intelligence, and tell you, live a mediocre life, die and come to heaven and come and walk on the street of gold? Then the one who is giving you the message has created heaven in his country, and you are ready to die and pass through the Mediterranean Sea and go there for a better life. And you are not ready to think and wake up. This is how painful it is for us. Martin Luther King did his bit. Malcolm X did his bit. Marcus Mosiah Garvey did his bit. Dr. Kwame Nkrumah did his bit. Julius Nyerere did his bit. Jomo Kenyatta did his bit. Patrice Lumumba did his bit. Thomas Sankara did his bit. Nnamdi Azikiwe did his bit. A lot of them did their bit, but the message was hijacked and assassinated. The message was hijacked and assassinated. So people have not gotten the message deep down. Culture has spoken about it, but he has been tagged as a Rasta man, so he cannot think well. No problem. Bob Marley talked about humanity. He spoke about how we were deceived, but because he's a Rasta man, the religion or church has taught us to ignore them. Tupac Shakur have said it, but because he looked like a gangster or a street boy, we have been taught to ignore him. But go back and listen to these musics and see and listen to the lyrics and listen to their core, the message that was coming from these people that we have managed to ignore for no apparent reason, because we have agreed to be mad as a race. How can you follow something that was thrown at you at the middle of your development? Do you know what we were doing before the arrival of the white man? The black man was the first person to come out with the formal form of language, the formal form of writing, the formal form of transportation by the sea. We were the first person. Look at the pyramids that was built by the black man. Look at the pyramids. At a point in time, during our cross-examination and reading and research, we have come across a group of people who are trying to claim the pyramids that were built and the civilization of Egypt. But if you come further down south, Sudan and Ethiopia, you realize that no, there are more pyramids down south, even in Egypt. There is a relativity between these two civilizations. They have not been able to claim what is in South Sudan, what is in Sudan and Ethiopia. But because Egypt has become like up north and it is very close to the European borders and the Middle East, people want to just try their possible best to write some drama and make sure they can and see if they can overtake it. No, it is not true. Egypt was not called Egypt, it was called Kemet, meaning black. Nubia, black. Azum, black. Kush, black. Kush is even in the Bible, but today we are trying our possible best to make sure we delete certain things that will help the black man to come to his self-awakening. But all hope is not lost. People like us are here today to liberate the souls of the most important ones, the chosen ones. They have written in the Bible that the kingdom of God suffers violence and violence taketh it by force. That message is purposely meant for the black man. You were sitting down innocently thinking in our culture, we do receive strangers in a very nice way and treat them humanely. So they have taken our humanity or our goodness as our weak point. But that notwithstanding, today you are here to listen. You are here to look back and look forward, to understand that a group of people came to deceive your forefathers at a particular point in time. Are you ready to think, or you are ready to follow the madness that has been thrown at you? It is about time we re-establish and rewrite history and re-understand history and understand that black man is the most important race to have been created. All other races came out from the black man. So when a group of people have thrown something at you that today the black man has become like drawers of water during creation, they have no significant role to play when it comes to humanity. You have to be crying in your souls. You have to be crying in your heart. You have to be weeping. Anytime you hold the Bible, you have to know you are cursing your own self, irrespective of whatever you are going to read in it. I'm telling you honestly. You see, we just have to be thinking. We are thinking beings. That is the difference between we and monkeys. It is only monkey that we can take any food and go and give it to him, then he will eat without asking questions. But God has given us minds to think. So something was done to you at a particular point in time. Me and you were not there, but it was a certain group of people. But studying our culture, you realize we are people of love. We are people who receive strangers in love. So we receive a group of people who were coming with ulterior motives. It doesn't mean that the mind has been incarcerated for good. You can imprison the mind of people for some time, but not for good. So it is about time we ask essential questions and wake up from our deep sleep. So I am ending it here, but I want to emphasize that the black man, the missionaries, and the merchant, they came together. Who really need the Bible? I never preach racism. Neither will I support racism, but dignity and pride in one's own race. With God, dear blessing, I leave you for a while. One love.